This show is produced by the Harwood Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris, and we love making this show available to you free of charge. If you'd like to help us keep it that way, make a contribution to our Karma Jar or become a show sponsor. To learn more, visit our website. Tonight I've made a delicious artichoke soup for dinner. You know, in years past, people made a lot of cream soups, and cream of artichoke was always a favorite. Well, nowadays people want something lighter and healthier, and with the help of an immersion blender, you can totally make this delicious artichoke soup. It has very little fat in it, but lots of wine and great artichoke flavor. Now for this soup, we're going to be starting by mincing 2 shallots. Shallots are a type of onion. They're usually a little bit sweeter than an onion, but when we chop them, we want to chop them into a mince. So it's very important we get these nice and fine. And now I'm going to take these over to the stove and we're going to start sauteing them. I have my medium-sized soup pot. I'm going to put the heat on a medium-high heat and place 2 tablespoons of olive oil into the pan. And then I'm going to take my shallots and put that into the olive oil, along with a nice pinch of salt. And then I'm going to saute these until the shallots get nice and golden brown. Now after about 5 minutes, you can see they're starting to get golden, which is just perfect. And I've got 2 packages of frozen artichoke hearts, and the packages can be anywhere between 9 and 12 ounces, but you do want 2 packages of them. I've put them in a colander and I've just run them under some water, and I'm going to pour those in and give them a stir. And I'm going to let these saute for another 5 minutes. Now that the artichokes have sauteed, I'm going to add a little bit of wine, and I have 1 cup of white wine. Now I'm using a Chardonnay tonight, but you could easily use a Sauvignon Blanc if you'd like, along with 4 cups of chicken broth. Now if you did want to make this soup totally vegetarian, you could use a vegetable broth. Now I'm going to turn the temperature up to high because I want to bring this to a boil. Now that the soup has come to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to low, put a lid on this, and let it simmer for 20 minutes. Next, I'm going to take my immersion blender and I'm going to puree the soup. Now, if you don't have an immersion blender, you could take and put this in a food processor or in a blender. Now the important thing with an immersion blender is you want to put it in the pot and you don't want to lift it up because the hot soup could splatter on you. And you keep stirring it until it gets nice and smooth. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter, and that's going to add a nice little bit of richness because you can see this soup has very little fat in it, just the bit of olive oil that we put in at the beginning. And once the butter is completely melted, you're going to want to take a spoon and put a little bit of the soup in and taste it for seasoning. And this is going to need a little bit of salt and some pepper. It's always important to taste your soups and make sure that they're seasoned enough before you serve them. Now, if you're into making soups, you'll definitely want to sign up for our badge program that we have going on at the network. We have all kinds of badges that you can earn for making soups. In fact, one of them is a pureed soup. So go to our website and sign up for that. It's totally free and it's really fun. Now, a great finish to this soup is some nice shaved Parmesan cheese on top. Well, if you'd like to try this soup at home, just go to our website and go to the Soups on Show Notes page and I'll have it there for you. And as always, if you have any questions or ideas for me, please send me an email. I'll see you next time.